This is the Cloud Migration Project Plan concerning the company Sterling LLP, Chartered Professional Accountants, for the course Managing in the Digital Economy, Assignment Number 3, prepared by Brigitte Sandhu, Selena Kumar, Lindsay Kliska, Marianne Dreen, and Julie Rassico. The project has been initiated as a result of a malware threat to on-premises legacy systems. Cloud security offers a quicker response to cyber threats rather than devoting company resources to managing these threats and troubleshooting heritage systems. Moving to the cloud also eliminates concern for aspects like upgrades and backup to on-premises systems. This migration from in-house to the cloud involves the identification and selection of accounting applications, file shares, and databases, which will be replicated and migrated to the IBM Cloud Private. It is projected that this solution will benefit Sterling LLP in notable cost savings, accessibility, collaboration, innovation, and enhanced security. The proposed budget of $80,000 has been approved by the executive directors, who are the project sponsors. Funding is the responsibility of Sterling's IT department and will be allocated under special projects. The anticipated duration of this project is expected to run a year in length, with full completion on or before April 30th, 2019. The project involves efforts from accounting staff to complete an inventory of applications and files, IT systems and technical support, and the technical specialists to assist with replicating files for the migration. IT manager, in collaboration with accounting manager and IBM representatives, are to complete the migration and mapping component in preparation for the cloud implementation. IBM is responsible for producing the prototype architecture, implementation of the migration, and providing performance testing and refinement of the cloud environment. The proposed budget has been approved and is the responsibility of Sterling's IT department budget under special projects. Future costs to be considered with this project are monthly cloud administration fees of $175, with the potential to increase to $500 dependent on network bandwidth usage. The key deliverables of this project are approval of financing, the identification and selection infrastructure files and systems being migrated, replication of the in-house system architecture, migration planning, also known as mapping, of the new cloud environment, cloud implementation, testing, and evaluation. It will be assumed that the migration will be completed on schedule and will follow the migration map of the cloud infrastructure as agreed. This will allow accounting staff minimal disruption to work efficiencies. Sterling LLP will perform all inventory and replication processes in-house and will not require any external resources. IBM specialists will provide ongoing maintenance of the virtual infrastructure. This support is essential to sustain the growth and vitality of the cloud infrastructure. Under the guidance of the project manager, system and technical support will use appropriate metrics and COQ techniques to compare and evaluate the quality of the infrastructure before and after the migration. A key to the success of the project is to transfer the legacy system to the cloud environment without compromising the functionality. This technique will reduce the cost and the risk of having to develop a new virtual system. One program we will be implementing will be the use of Tableau to analyze data and set up dashboards and metrics. In advance to this project plan, we have already completed the procurement process. After deliberation, we chose IBM as being our most valuable vendor to have bid. IBM was chosen for its compliance standards within the accounting industry. IBM is our sole source vendor and will be working on the migration process throughout the entire term. It is anticipated this migration project will run a full year in length. Important milestones such as selection and replication of the infrastructure, migration planning, prototyping the platform, implementation and testing and evaluation are critical for the project to be successful. A number of resources from Sterling LLP has been identified and allocated to ensure the budget and schedule stay on target. Weekly monitoring of assigned tasks is expected. Should the project become derailed for any reason, such as employees taking vacations in excess of 2 weeks, becoming ill for long periods of time, or leaving the organization, the outsourcing of resources may be necessary. This would also result in a request to the executive directors for additional funding. The cost summary can be broken down into 4 categories: migration planning, virtual platform, cloud implementation, and testing and evaluation. Performance of the project will be measured using the earned value metrics, schedule performance index, and cost performance index. Should either index be too low or too high, the project manager is required to report these variances to the project sponsors within a time frame and provide options moving forward. Only the project sponsors may make decisions to change the project budget. Resources for this project are varied and involve many different people, from contracted specialists, IBM software developers, executive managers, and down to administrative staff. Some resources efforts are ongoing throughout the duration of the project, but most have a definitive start and end date or month. The resource summary has been carefully planned, keeping in mind the size of the project and the type of materials they are managing. Lastly, at the end of the project, staff must be carefully and thoroughly trained to ensure the proper usage of the new applications. In order to successfully complete this project, extensive and diligent communication is required. Collecting project statuses from various departments will allow the project manager to have a constant handle on what is going on and the road ahead. With this information, the project manager is able to create status reports, milestone reports, and communiques for various audiences, including the project sponsors. As with all major projects, there are risks involved which can ultimately be the undoing of a grand endeavor such as cloud migration, if not addressed, such as extended employee leave could lead to project delay. A disconnect between the source and the destination could lead to semantic issues. The system could crash due to migration failure, or the data could be inaccessible due to compromised functionality, and also connectivity issues with the servers could arise. The future implementation of Watson, named after IBM's first CEO, Thomas J. Watson, has been in existence since approximately 2007. This artificial intelligence software learns from substantial amounts of data and adapts based on calculated conclusions. Notably known for winning the TV game show Jeopardy in 2011 and giving its winnings of $1 million to charity, IBM has made Watson available to the business community since 2013, enabling them to build applications and services which are embedded into Watson's capabilities. To build this base of partners, IBM consulted with a large network of venture capital firms who advised IBM on which of their portfolio companies may be the logical fit in the Watson ecosystem. Approximately 800 organizations have since partnered with the IBM Watson Group, delivering cloud-based services for numerous applications, including relevant firms to Sterling's LLP's expertise, such as accounting, auditing, and taxation. Organizations using IBM Watson are notably H&R Block, KPMG Canada, and Maryland Association of CPAs. Future linkage to IBM Watson Analytics will mitigate risk and create value to the organization and to their clients. Blockchain is a shared ledger for recording the history of transactions that cannot be altered. A business blockchain network is a decentralized network that uses distributed ledger technology for the efficient and secure transfer of business assets between member organizations in the network. Assets can be tangible, such as vehicles, real estate, or accounting file records, or digital, such as email, documents, and audio, video. A shared distributed ledger records an irreversible history of all asset transactions between participants in the network and catalogs the current state of those assets. The transactions are then enveloped in chain code, also known as smart contracts. A blockchain network for business is collectively owned and operated by a group of identifiable and verifiable institutions such as banks, universities, hospitals, etc., and will be an added asset to the firm's security measures in the future. This completes our video presentation of Sterling's cloud migration project. Thanks for watching.